I reckon this here be a warning. This is a warning to the Christians, spiritual Israel, that are going to stand in front of our King, and he's going to tell them that he never knew them because they was turned over to a reprobate mind because of unbelief, and they just kept practicing wickedness, and they didn't believe the word of the Lord. Now let me solidify that with you in the word of the Lord. I'm in 2 Thessalonians, and I'm going to start reading chapter 2, verse 8. 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 8. I'm just taking my time for those that want to get their book and follow along, see? This is pretty important. This is the deception that you as an individual person are going to have to make a choice about. Just like I had to, just like everybody on this planet and everybody that's ever lived has to make a choice who you're going to serve. He says right here, and then shall, in verse 8, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8 says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. I just did 3 lessons yesterday that talk about this. Go check them out. They're pretty intense. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth. His word, the love of the truth. You didn't receive that. That's the first warning right there. Are you not receiving the love of the truth? Are you turning away from it? Okay. That'd be the first big red flag if I were you. That they might be saved. See there? The word. Are you turning away from the word that you can be saved? You turn to the word so you can be saved, not away from it. We just read what's going to happen to the wicked. Right? Okay, what's verse 11 say? It says, and for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. So listen to me. If you keep pulling away from what the word of the Lord says, eventually, this is what's going to happen. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion. I'm sorry, I read 12 and then 11, but let me read this in its the way it's laid out here. And in verse 10 to 12, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. So the ones that perish are these people right here that we're talking about, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, for that cause right there, that's the reason. The reason that they're going to be sent a strong delusion is they did not receive the love of the truth, God's word in its entirety. And look, it says right there, and for this cause shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth. So if you're reading this Bible and you're like, I just don't believe that, that's who he's talking about, being sent a strong delusion and being damned to the pit of hell for eternity. So if you find yourself in any way, shape, or form disagreeing with what the Bible says, I suggest you pray really hard and you read and you try to find witnesses in all 66 books that confirm what you're leaning toward believing. I'm going through the same thing right now myself with a matter in my life. And I'm searching, and I'm still searching and seeking. And I won't have rest until I find my answer. And he will bring it, because he says, if you come in and sup with me, I will come in and sup with you. And that just simply means if you diligently seek him, he will, in the Spirit, sit down at that table right there with you and show you and teach you everything you need to know. But you got to be wanting it. You got to be hungry for it. So I would start praying immediately for a zeal and a hunger for the word of the Lord that only the word of the Lord can fill. Pull away from the phone, pull away from the TV, pull away from whatever it is that's pulling you away from the word of the Lord, and go spend some time with the Father, Elohim, the one and only God, the unseen God, through his Son, Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, our King. His words, the Father's words through Jesus, right here. Get you a Bible and go read, guys. I'm serious. You want to love the truth of the Lord. Every word, every syllable, every jot, and every tittle. I love you. Peace in Jesus.